He has a flat brain.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up, y'all?
He has a flat brain.
Hey, hey. How's it going?
He has a
I am
flat
Mr.
brain.
Coesquest. Abe, thank you for 63 months. Meeks, thank you for 75 months. Jeff, thank you for 100 biddies. Vellum, thank you for 33 months. Dino, thank you for 54 months. Emerlin, thank you for 78 months. Redolus, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Digicamon, thank you for 41 months. Pebble Wrestler, thank you for 29 months. Anonymous, thank you for the 3 gift subs.
He has
How
a
y'all
flat
doing?
brain.
Oh. Sorry, I was just, I was preparing some stuff that I wanted to share with you guys.
He has a flat brain.
So my hair is awful today. My hair is doing one of those, like, just humid frizz days.
Y'all ready for bits?
Food, thank you for the 5
Cocaine.
gift subs. Ammo Aram. Is that your new name, dude? It is.
He has
Thank
a
you for the
flat
biddies,
brain.
man. Congrats on the new name. For now, yeah. ZK, thank you for 63 months. Very much appreciated, y'all. Absolutely. I've had a real day. My birthday decided to attack me. That's basically what it is. I'm sorry I'm late. I'll explain why I'm late shortly. But yeah, it was just like... The day started off with like... just work stuff kind of being like... wild. And then... we got this thing with like... basically, we got a notification of a plumbing problem. And the accusation feels like too strong a word, but the accusation was that it was our fault somehow. But essentially, the drains were backing up in the basement. And into another place. And so we were like, I mean, obviously we're like, fuck, great, this fucking sucks. How expensive is this gonna be? Jesus fucking Christ. And so that piled on me. And then I had a work-related meeting pop up. An invite came in, and it was for a meeting with an unfriendly client. I'm just like, and it was like after hours, so I had the whole day to be anxious about that. So that was
He has a flat brain.
that was a lot. Sapphire, thank you for 30 months.
He has a
Nasarima,
flat brain.
thank you for 54 months. So then, fortunately, it was worked out that the drain thing was not our fault and not our responsibility. It involved somebody else, and it involved disposable wipes and paper towels, which ain't us. So that was nice. Didn't want to have to deal with a huge giant bill.
He has a flat brain.
Yeah, the other thing was, with that meeting, I just like confrontation stuff and everything else just gives me crazy anxiety. And so I was just like slowly losing my mind as the day went on, as the meeting approached. And then the meeting happened, and I don't want to go into... I'm not going to go into any details, but I'll just say...
You're ready for bits. Happy birthday.
That the meeting was scuttled, and it didn't have anything to do with me. And I was just happy that it was just over. I'll just say that. I'll just leave it at that. So at the end of the day, everything worked out, but it was still a day, you know, like I still had to be anxious all day, and more at some points than others. Trin, thank you for the 2,500 biddies. Very much appreciated. Dino, thank you for that gift sub. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the happy B-days. I appreciate you all. Is there a bug with it? What's the bug? Is it that every message says happy birthday? That's strange. What a weird bug. It took the character for the cheer and removed them from the front. What was it? I missed it, and it's...
Oh no, your slug tube's in my sock box.
It's gone off of the backlog now. Honey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome.
You're ready for bits. Happy birthday.
Super Bubble. Thank you for those biddies.
You're ready for bits.
How strange. It does the first one, but any following, it just doesn't do them.
He has a flat brain.
Whisper Dan, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Super Bubble, thank you for the 400 biddies. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Po Chip, thank you for 65 months. Yeah, that's real weird. It must be something. I'm using Stream Elements chat, so maybe it's a bug they have.
He has a flat brain.
Tim, thank you for the 5 gift sub, or 3 gift subs, sorry. No, 5. Stream Elements is still counting them, I guess. Twitch chat says 5.
You're ready for bits.
Stream Elements says 3. Digicomon, thank you for the little biddies.
He has
Maybe
a flat brain.
maybe Stream Elements is just having issues today then. Beer, thank you for the 5 gift subs, my friend. Yeah, I saw one source of truth, and then I saw my other source of truth, and I didn't know what to believe anymore. I was like, 5, no 3, no 5. Twitch is probably more correct on this one. Oh yeah, Seth got a gift sub. Honestly, Seth should really be VIP, if not. Probably is. I VIP'd like everybody a long time ago. But yeah. Yeah, only 2 clocks. 2 clocks are right quad times a day. If they're broken. 2 broken clocks are right 4 times a day, right? Yeah. In total. I almost hurt myself trying to brain that one. Dino, thank you for that gift sub to Honey. Oh yeah, Honey should also just be a VIP as well, if not already.
He has a flat brain.
I honestly don't know, because like this shit spans years. I don't remember who I have and haven't VIP'd. It's only when I remember to do it. Okay, well, I wanted to go over some mail because it's been piling up a little. Right off the top, this was a while coming, but it was one of the earlier things, maybe the first thing that was purchased off of my Throne wish list. Surfer Dude, thank you for that gift sub. And it is this finally. This has finally arrived. So I've got my one sticker. I got to figure out where the best place is to use it. But I got my 100% gay certified sticker. So thank you very much for that. I don't remember who sent that. I think it was Sep. Might have been. And then, oh shit. There's something else I should have shown you or brought over and shown you my gift from my parents. I'll have to do that another time. It's in a very different place from here.
He has a flat brain.
Jazzium, thank you for 87 months. So this I got from my in-laws, yeah, in-laws. I never say that, so like, what do I call them? Got this from my in-laws, and it is a Switch game called A Robot Called Fight, or Named Fight. And it looks pretty cool. It's a sort of a retro-y style game, and apparently it's a premium edition. And this came off of Retro Fighters, so they do controllers, but they also do like they resell some stuff or something, or maybe publish. I guess. I mean, they're on the box, so they're probably kind of involved in this getting made. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Mega Man-y something, or maybe more of a Metroid-y type. Not sure. It says Metroidvania. It's a roguelike Metroidvania. It's cool. It looks really good. I'll open it up and let's see what this has got. Oh, was it? I missed. Was there a throne alert? Oh, lordy. Let me see what it was. I missed it. I wish that I could integrate stuff like that with stream elements, so it could be in my little dashboard and whatnot, but it is not.
He has a flat brain.
And cannot be. Dino, thank you for another gift sub. The gift sub king. What's funny is that Throne has a little icon for stream elements, and if you hover over it, it actually has helper text that says stream elements. But they don't actually have an integration for stream elements. Only Streamlabs. It sucks that I fucking hate Streamlabs because they really do integrate with everybody, but it's basically it's like they've got their evil tentacles and everything is essentially what it is. Are you sure? I'm not seeing anything new here. Regu, thank you for 89 months, my friend. Appreciate it. yeah, that's how they integrate with everybody. Oh yeah, there it is. They don't do them in chronological order. In fact, I have no idea what order this is. It seems to be chaos. Tenosis, thank you for the Half-Life 2 HEV charger poster. I appreciate you. Yeah, what order is this? Because it's not alphabetical either, so... Is it the order that you added these things to your wish list? No, that doesn't look right either. Oh, Corby sent the 100% gay sticker. Thank you, Sil. Sorry, I got it all mixed up. But yeah, thank you so much. I can't believe I didn't notice that alert because it's so conspicuous with the slurp that shit, dude. Did I say that to pause? Because that sounds like words I would say to pause. Sometimes I don't know what it is with pause, but sometimes I use a different little funny voice with him. Or at him. I don't know if he's ever noticed that I do that. It was, yeah. See, I can tell just by just by the way it sounds. The other day I remembered. Oh yeah, I will. Tenosis, thank you. I closed the browser again already, but I'll remember. I will definitely remember. Okay, I took the plastic off, so let's see what's in here. The other day I remembered some. I don't know why I remembered it. It was just a distant thing that bubbled up to the top of my brain, which was this one time where Paws and I were doing PUBG duos, and we were talking about, I don't know, like video game music or something. We were talking about the Aqua tune from Donkey Kong Country. Do 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 do, and I don't know why. I think we were also talking about the X-Files. Yeah, aquatic ambiance. I think we were talking about the X-Files as well, and I sang a little tune, and it was a clip I think that went down in the Clipocalypse. It might be in our clip archive, but I just made up a song about the X-Files. I was like, Scully and Mulder seen an alien. And that just popped in my head the other day, and I just kept saying it over and over. Kept singing it to myself while I was doing other things. Anyway, this is really nice. It's got two things in here. The game, which is also independently sealed and in another box, oddly enough, and a really cool steel box that looks super nice. This almost looks like a cross between like Metroid and that one game I really like, Carrion. Yeah, check that out. It's very cool. Let's open up this bit here. Yeah, we're gonna have to check this out soon. Scully and Mulder seen an alien.
He has a flat brain.
Did they ever actually? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched it. I feel like there was a lot of like chasing stuff around, and then there was always like, was it an alien? What did we see? And you were never really sure. That looks really nice. So it's in a nice little sleeve. There's so many layers to this, like so much packaging. So that you get rid of the sleeve, and then it's in like an NES style sleeve inside the sleeve. How many sleeves do you need? And then here is the actual game, which is also individually wrapped. All right, guys.
He has a flat brain.
You've gone too far. This is too far. Axel, thank you for Nintendo 64 months. And A Hexagon, thank you for 28 months. Absolutely, extremely, very much appreciated. Yeah, we got to use up the rest of the plastic. Honestly, I don't know what things are like. It's probably cheaper not to bother. And I mean, that's the way companies work, right? But they should maybe, like, when they do sets like this, recognize, like, hey, maybe since this whole thing is going to be sealed, maybe we could skip the sealing process on the items that are going in it. Maybe save some plastic. So yeah, we got that in there. I'm expecting the cartridge to be plastic wrapped at this point. But this looks really good. Looks lovely. Yeah. Oh, there's some goodies inside. Look at that. Like the usual pointless trading card. Oh, there's a... Okay, so this is number 4. I don't know what the significance of that is, because, like, do you have to keep buying copies of the game to get all the trading cards? This one's number 4. Now, is this, like, the 4th edition? Like, not edition, but, like, was this, like, limited copies? Do I have the number 4 one? I have a low number. I have a low number, everybody. Probably not, right? But there's a premium edition challenge. Submit this challenge and earn a limited edition collector's patch. Unlock the glitch module achievement. Instructions. To earn your patch, take a picture which must include the physical case, this card, and the completed challenge on screen. The crazier, the better. Post it to social media with the hashtag. And then email support. And you get a patch? I don't know, that's kind of fun. That reminds me of ye old days, like magazine stuff, you know? Little contests and things. A really, really nice little full color manual here. It must be like really fucking awesome to like make your own game, because this is a game made by one human. And then you get to make a little manual. Barely made it to the button there. Very, very close call. Thank you. Like, just to do something like this and then to see the end result must be really glorious. I need to make a thing one day. I have so many ideas. I just never get very far with execution, but I know I can. I'm tired of like just pining after it and not doing it. I don't know what my problem is. All right, well, I'm gonna reassemble this all back up and back in its box for now. Oh yeah, I'm afraid it was made by a human. I can do executions, y'all. I'm your guy. I did this wrong. There we go. I don't know. People do that somehow. They get together and make things. I don't know how it's done. All right, we have another really, really cool throne item here. And it rocks. And it's this. It is metal. It has a big magnet on the back.
He has a flat brain.
It rocks. Let's open it up. I've wanted one of these for a while, like just a disc plate at all, because the disc plates just seem really, really cool. Whew. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. That is really, really nice. Thank you so much. This rocks. Gotta find a good place to put it. Gotta start decorating the walls. I didn't actually add Buff Pikachu yet. It is a display, yeah. Win-win. Buying disc plates means we're planting trees together? Oh, this is actually signed? It's signed by the master of production? They don't explain the tree thing, but I guess they're planting trees? That's cool, I didn't know that. I was gonna say something along the lines of, well, I'm sure there's probably bad things about this versus just getting a regular poster. But they planted a tree, so I feel slightly better. I don't know how it all falls down. I don't know how it all shakes out or works out. It's really cool, though. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It looks fucking fantastic. That looks so good. That was sent by... Oh, shit. Close that other browser. Rah!
He has a flat brain.
Boop, 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 boop. Anonymous. It was an anonymous... They can reveal themselves if they're here, if they want to, but it was anonymously purchased. Golly. Boulder seen an alien. Where are those sound dampening foamy boys?
He has a flat brain.
Zugi, thank you for 42 months. Maori, thank you for the gift sub to Birthday Boy. Oh. Are they? Where are they? Am I blind? All right, excuse my nose, by the way. It's just... Sometimes I'll go live and then my sinuses will just start freaking out. I'm allergic to streaming. Oh. I'm looking at the fucking suggestions because you told me to look at suggestions and then I'm like... There they are. How do I get rid of you? Oh, there's a trash can. Boop. It's gone. They're gone. There you go, Tenosis. They're gone. It's really easy to influence me. If you just write something, I will just basically do what's written and then it like just overwrites or merges. It's almost like you're doing like a cross-site injection of code. Like I'm trying to do something else, but then you're just like, look at the wrong page, and then I do. Ooh, Junji Ito. Supernatural long sleep. Ooh, that looks sick, actually. We're just getting out of the cold weather. But, I'm into it. I think I'm gonna add that. Lorge. I wonder if I wrote Lorge if they would, they probably would email me. We don't know what that is. Acceptorino. Seems like there were a lot of fans of Buff Pikachu. Oh no, did I reject Buff Pikachu? They might have done. I don't see him anywhere. I'll give him another chance if he reappears. Hey Dave, thank you for the birthday. Add all the suggestions. I simply cannot. Ooh. Stardew Valley, the board game. Nakomi would like this. mean, I like it too, but like, she would really like this. Interesting. It looks great. Like, it looks really nice. It's a couple of pennies. Boop. Banana for scale. Literally is a banana-shaped plushie item and probably banana-sized. You can get a whole hand of bananas. This is like too complicated to enter in. There's two things on here that say hand of bananas.
He has a flat brain.
And they look the same. Oh, you can add a whole... Okay, I get it now. These are like bundle builders. How weird. There's drop downs, but they don't do anything? What did you do, Linus? This doesn't make any sense. There's a size guide on here. Shouldn't that just say banana? How'd you fuck that up? It says 7.5 inches to 8 inches. It should... It's a fucking banana for scale. If it doesn't say banana, you fucked up. It's 100% polyester. Even the stuffing. Gatling Tech, thank you for 82 months. Very much appreciated. No! There wasn't. Hire me for marketing.
He has a flat brain.
And my chat through me. We'll get this sorted out. Clearly, whoever runs the store doesn't know what they're doing. Also, I'm a store expert now. I'm not Canadian though, so I'm probably disqualified outright. Decay, thank you for 28 months. And Iron, how you doing? Thank you for 80 months. Good to see you. Ooh, cable ties. 50 for $15. Oh, it's also Linus Tech Tips.
He has a flat brain.
It's not bad. 50. What have I been? How many have I been getting? I think I've been getting 100 for. Let me check.
He has a flat brain.
Been getting. Oh, a 60 pack for $12.89. Technically a better deal. Getting actual Velcro ones. But if I really desperately wanted some Linus Tech Tip branded tech tips, text tip branded stuff, I would dive on that. Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package, PlayStation 4. I mean, I don't have that. So they ported them to the PS4, huh? I didn't know that. So is it actually all in one?
Lee News Text Tip.
Lee News Text Tip. Thank you for the biddies, DK. Iron, thank you for the 10 gift subs. What about what's the latest one? Was it Kingdom Hearts 3? I'll let you guys in on a secret. I don't really hate Kingdom Hearts. I'm absolutely indifferent. I just feel obligated to tease Clark about it. Which I should probably scale back that teasing a tad. No, I know. I think I've said this before even. I just wanted to clear that up. Look, his Kingdom Hearts level is just, it's too damn high. It's this high. I have to balance the scales, you know? Kingdom Hearts isn't the only game in the world. He truly is. I mean, that seems pretty good, to be honest. I will go ahead and add that. If that includes 3, how much is 3 right now? 3 probably costs that much still. Didn't that come out? I don't fucking remember. Was it last year or the year before? It's not that old, is it? Oh, it's down, but still, like 20 bucks. That's still. This is only 32, and it's all the games. Wait, what about like what about the offshoots? Like, is this 1, 2, and 3, or is this 1, 2, 2.5, 2, 2 and 3/4 remix, Eric Hearts, or whatever the fuck, and the card games and the mobile game from Japan and all that shit? I will say I hate their naming convention. I don't know what went wrong, but they're dumb. Everything, okay. I've added it then. That just seems like too good of a deal. Kingdom Hearts versus Xbox, yeah. Both the kings, the absolute kings of fucking up naming things. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm so picky about what to add. Like, I understand, like, you guys are just... Well, some of these are, like, fucking jokes. So, I do want to filter those out. I also feel bad adding anything that's, like, ultra expensive. I don't really want to do that. You know, some of the stuff I do want. Like, these Diablo 2 LPs, or Diablo 2 Resurrected even, is just the expansion. It's a 3 LP deluxe box set. That's pretty attractive, but it's $200 goddamn dollars. Yeah, $200. I don't know. I'm not sure I feel ready to add something like that yet. And then some stuff is cute, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, there's this game over 8-bit pixel light, color changing and sound reactive mood light. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm kind of indifferent. It's kind of cute. Well, this is $32, not $200. $32 feels like a bit, but I mean, it does have the color changing and the... So I guess the over part changes colors, and the game is always... The part that says game is always white. And then it's sound reactive, which it doesn't really say. It just says reacts to music. I need to figure out how to, like, display all this stuff in a way that where you guys can even see it. And then also power all of it, because, like, I think I basically need to run, like, USB power all over the place for a lot of these things. I actually think the Wii U is a good console, but the marketing was horrendous. Nintendo's marketing strategy with the Wii U was like... And then they left. They fucking left. The Wii U is here. Here's the Wii U. That's what they did. Fucked off. It's not a great console if you're just looking at, like, power. Because, are they? I always feel like this is, like fear... Not you specifically, Sitho, but, like, it always comes across to me like fear-mongering. Because people have talked about disc rot forever, and I'm not saying I don't think that that's a thing. I'm sure it's a thing. But I must be, like, the luckiest dude on earth that, like, almost every disc or cartridge or even fucking 5 1/4 floppy that I put in a drive works. So I don't know. I haven't run into a thing that's rotted yet. I'm sure they have limited lifespans, but is there something particularly... Yeah, we just checked out the Apple II the other day. Every single floppy disk that I put in worked. So, like, sample size wise, I feel like something should have not worked by now. But, like, is there something with Wii U discs that they were, like, particularly prone to degradation or something? Or were you, like... Were you doing one of your puns? I can't ever really tell sometimes. I'm going to actually reject the on-air thing because it would compete with the one that Nakomi got made for me that actually says Coestar is live or something. I think it says Coestar is live on it. So I'm going to send that one on its way. It's literally the same thing. It's one of those, like, it's a pane of, like, plexiglass or whatever, and then it lights up. It's somewhere. I've got to put it up. Acrylic? Yeah, it's probably acrylic. Sorry. I don't know. I would take it with a grain of salt, Cetho. Maybe. It could be something I've just never heard of. Like maybe they use some weird material that just falls apart. But I feel like that seems like it'd be pretty weird. Yellowy, thank you for that gift sub. I'm sorry I missed it for 7 minutes. I was on a tear. Not much of a tear. I was just rambling. Oh, Cowboy Bebop original series soundtrack, $100. Doom original limited edition red translucent. That's only $65. I think that's the one I have.
Flat brain.
Is this the vinyl? Yeah. I think this is the one Craig had sent me. Like one of the first ones that we got. Memo. Thank you for 15 months. Outer Wilds for PS4. I don't have it. And the collector in me... There. It is added. What is Blue Core? Someone added Blue Core Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. And I'd never heard of Blue Core. You can precisely cut the Wiimobo to fit it into a Game Boy Pocket-sized console? What? That's ridiculous. It's web fiction, huh? Web fiction? What does that mean? Oh, is this like a sort of manga? Or is that just what the cover looks like? Has anime people on it. Oh yeah, it's a book. Don't know if this is for me. Oh, it has smut in it. They're real cheap. Web novel, sure. I don't know if this is for me. But you added the cheap Bebop vinyl. I think I have one. I feel like Craig had sent me one. Craig had sent me, like, the most recent vinyl stuff that Craig had sent was a real big pile of stuff. And I don't quite totally remember what all is in there. But I feel like there might be a Cowboy Bebop vinyl in that stack already. Yeah, FLCL was in there. I'll have to check and see. My suggestions aren't updated or updating, or they're just completely out of order, which is very cool. Like, I see the $99 one, but I'm not seeing the cheap Cowboy Bebop. Oh, there it is. Ein variant. This seems so familiar. Is this the one? I think I have this one. I think this is the one Craig had sent. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one I already have. The Ein variant. So I will knock that off of here. But thank you. You could only see the suggestions list if I showed it. But I'm still leery of showing that on stream. Nautical Mart full plate armor. This just popped up. This just live updated in front of my face. Full plate armor of the 15th century in Gothic style. $3,799. Fucking shit. Oh man, I guess this would be good if you wanted to start a certain type of YouTube channel. It will also make a stunning display for den or office, giving off a powerful and majestic expression. I feel like if you're going to sell something this ridiculous and ridiculously expensive, you should proofread your description
that shit,
at least. Dude. Buy it with that and chainmail and another, like, different chest plate. Battle ready chainmail coif armor? Warrior point medieval iron gorget spalders arm shoulder set Viking Crusader pauldrons armor. $50. Oh shit, how do I miss these? Oh, was that Kingdom Hearts? Now this should say Clark. It says anonymous. Hap Burf. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy shit! The HEV poster says shipped already. Jesus. Good lord. They're on that shit. I didn't expect them to do that shit until like tomorrow. Goddamn. Well, thank you for the Kingdom Hearts. Appreciate it. I'm going to reject this suit of armor with prejudice. If I can find it again. I feel like stuff just rearranges in this. Yeah. I have that brain here somewhere. It's right there. I set it up there. I do have another piece of mail. We kind of went on a throne tangent. This is from Craig, and it came with that other thing that I'm going to talk about a bit more here in a moment. And I'll explain what that is. But another little cassette tape. Some of you might find interesting. Lego Island. Yes, indeed. Check it out. And there's a little note from Craig. It says, game released in 97. Still under copyright, but not aware of the music being in any Content ID system. Songs are being used, plus available to download from fan remake attempt. I'm going to keep the note in here with this. My confidence level is low, but thank you, Craig, for the lovely Lego Island cassette. It is beautiful. I never played any of the Lego PC games. I missed out on that. Throne's idea of relevance, eh? Sorry, I had secret missives. Let's see. I don't think that's how relevance is supposed to work. Yeah, this is what I expected. I told you. The first flurry of things set the suggestions and recommendations for my wish list permanently. I already had said that this was the case for me. Kit, thank you for 42 months. Memo, I don't know if I got you. Thank you for 15 months. My apologies if I missed you. So, the other thing that Craig had sent, you may have seen on Twitter. We were communicating. Oh, it's like that for everybody. Okay, it's probably like a chat bot, you know, where people go into the chat bot and they just say all kinds of like nasty stuff, and then eventually the chat bot can't do anything except say nasty stuff. It's probably across the whole of Twitch. I'm sure every content creator that has a throne gets just dick after dick after dick after dick after dick after dick after dick. Also, that can be my new throne alert. And probably should be. But anyway. So Craig and I were communicating about this thing that he found. It was basically a thread about being able to turn your matrix switchers, your Extron switchers, into like a touchpad accessible switching system. So it's actually this little box right here.
He has a flat brain.
So my situation is, hey, Shade the Snake, thank you for 62 months. So Craig had sent me this, and this is an Extron device. I don't know if IP Link is a separate company. I think it might be. It's like a partnered maybe thing. But what it essentially is like it's a little networking device that has serial ports on the back, and you can use it to add audio video devices to your network. So this is the kind of thing that they would use in like, I don't know, like a school or an office or whatever, where they've got like a projector, a DVD player, a blah, 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 blah. Anything that can have, anything that's like an like enterprise level or something like that, that has like serial connection for like sort of like a bigger control scheme type of situation. This will work with. Like they have drivers for every manufacturer and every type of device and whatever. All of my stuff's Extron. So, but the thing is that newer matrix switchers than mine actually have DHCP and web servers and networking integrated on them already. Mine are older. These are Crosspoint pluses. So Crosspoint plus 128 or 12 by 8. So I have 2 of those. And they don't have any, they don't run web servers or anything like that. So what this does is it connects to the network. That's the white cable. And then I can run a, what is it? RS-232 serial cable to the switcher. And then through this little box, the switches become network accessible, which is awesome. And I want to show you guys. This opens up crazy possibilities for my setup. So let's switch over to retro. And let me boop-a-doop-a-doo. Include my face cam. Not like that. Too much face cam. Face cam too big. Okay, so I'll put myself up here. Okay, so this is the capture coming from the Retro Tower Mark II-A. I have it turned down. I can turn it up if you really want to hear. So this is coming from the first Retro Tower. Okay. Now let me also add. Oh, it looks like I already have it here. Yes. Okay. We unlock that. Okay. I'm just going to resize fucking everything so you guys can at least see what's happening. Okay, so we've got retro over here. We got this here. I guess I can make myself bigger. Okay, so this is a web page that is running on that little box. So I put that on 101 on my network. And then this control12.html is a project that somebody put on the Shmups forums, where there's just a lot of retro device, retro gaming discussion type of shit, right? And so they discovered this was possible. So now, with this on the box, it's communicating with... Yes, this is running, and this web page is on the local network. Okay. It takes commands that will be passed through to the serially connected devices, right? And this particular box can have up to 4 boxes or 4 devices connected to it. So if I click on Nintendo, I didn't have to touch the switcher. It loads the profile for the Nintendo on the Switch. It's already set up with the right outputs, everything necessary. So it's going to the CRTs, it's going to the RetroTink, it's going to a separate audio output channel, it's going to the capture card. All automatically, because it's just loading the profile. Okay? I have the Super Nintendo on, so I'll click on Super Nintendo. Pilot Wings. What all do I have on? I turned things on for display purposes. I normally wouldn't run a whole bunch of them at once, but this is... I have to show it off. Okay, so I just turned on the Nintendo 64. Wave Race, baby. So this profile, I just hooked up audio to the capture card earlier, and I was going through and updating my... Like, what you saw me doing before I sat down at the beginning of the stream. I was setting stuff up to demonstrate this for you guys. And I had to update my profiles because I added an audio out that wasn't represented in the test profiles I had made previously. So I have to add it to my profile on the Switch. So give me a moment. There you go. So I was able to add the audio output that was missing on the fly, and then I saved it to the profile. So now it's fixed. I didn't turn on the component consoles because I would have to switch it on the RetroTink, which is not a big deal. I suppose I could still do that.
Start your engine.
Hold on. I haven't even seen Hellcat's idea.
3, 2, 1.
How do we make this a randomizer? Every time someone donates bits or subs, it switches to a random console. The goal to finish one of the games. It's absolutely possible. That is 100% possible with this. So, well, I didn't make the console logos, so that came. But I'm going to talk about all this. That came with the original thread. I just downloaded the thing to test this out. But I'm going to talk about this more because I have my whole own thing I want to do. Okay. But basically, this is something that somebody realized they could do, and this was their first stab at just boom. It's this easy because all this is basically a responsive web page with images that are links. Like these are all PNGs. And they're just linked. And the way that it works is it does these, you're not going to really be able to see that. But it uses URL params to send commands to the attached devices. Okay? I'll explain more like how that matters later. And people who are smarter than me will be able to just wait. Just wait. I'm gonna explain everything better. I just want to tick through. I want to show you that component can work too. And so the GameCube's not on right now, and I haven't set up a profile for it, okay? So I am going to switch to it. Nothing happens, right? We sent a command to the matrix switcher. It didn't find a profile. So hold on. I'm going to set a profile up for the GameCube. Okay, I set one up. Did I do it right? No. Oh, yes. Actually, I did. Hold on. I got bamboozled by the particular way in which the Extron works. So the profile for the GameCube is component, so it's not changing or overriding the RGB output, because those are two different outputs I'm using. It doesn't matter which one's RGB or component, but basically the output is different for the GameCube, so it's not turning off the one that's the N64 is currently broadcasting on. That's all. It's actually set up. So if I change the RetroTink to input YP BPR. Now I didn't turn the GameCube on, but I'm going to turn it on now. We should have audio and picture, and we do. So that's one sort of hiccup. I mean, it's not like a bad problem that I still have to manually switch inputs on the RetroTink. Like, arguably, if I could convert component to RGB to standardize everything to RGB, and then I would never have that issue. Or the reverse of that, I'd standardize everything to component I don't know if I care that much. It would be seamless, but do I care? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I feel like there's some weird... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Oh, I can't see that on the preview monitor. Those aren't normal, and I don't know why that's happening. I have literally no idea. Might be a RetroTink thing. Like maybe I need to change a config or whatever. But nevertheless, I just wanted to show that component is possible. That's something for me to figure out another time. So we're going to go back to SCART. You'll notice the audio doesn't change because the audio is a totally different thing. Sega Genesis. And I think the 480p might have screwed up the aspect ratio with the Vision RGB. Sega Genesis is fine. Sega Saturn. It's fine. Daytona, baby. Do we have audio? Did I fix the audio for the profile? Let me check. Maybe it's not. Thought I did. I did not. But now I have. Sega Saturn. And Xbox's component. PS2 is... I just didn't turn PS2 on. I can. If you just want to see that work. Thank you. I don't know. I've been climbing back. I have been feeling better lately. I just went through a really bad... year? I had a bad year. Let me switch. I'm going to switch to PS2, which is not set up. No profile. I don't have a game in here. But there you go. PS2 working. I don't have anything in it right now. So yeah, PS2. And then finally, these are just the logos that came with it, but Arcade right now is the MVS. Isn't this fucking nuts? Nah, you know about that real shit, Dino. No, I use PS2 for PS1 and PS2 to just save a spot. If I have room on another Retro Tower, I could add a PS1. I have plenty of them. So yeah, this shit is... Oh, I didn't even do the Wii! The Wii is also a component. But yeah, the Wii is on this too. But this shit right here, where I can just go Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, PS2, MVS, or any of the rest. just like that is fucking crazy. I can just do it right here from a web page. I can do it from my phone or whatever. Oh, that wasn't it, by the way, because what about the daisy chain? Does that work? So the daisy chain is this switcher here running into the last input. So input number 12, profile 12 on the first matrix. Well, guess what? That shit works also. And also, there's an audio problem. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can fix that real quick. I'm using these little guys. This one's not happy for some reason. Maybe it was the other one. You know what? I think it might be... I think it might be the Switch. That sucks. I think it's the actual Phoenix port. Maybe that's been the problem all this time. Because remember, I always had the left went out. I think it was that port. wonder if those are replaceable. They probably are, because like Extron is all about that shit. I'd have to open it up. Maybe. It's kind of hard to see in them. It's also not really set up properly right now. It's sort of a rat's nest? Jeez, that was weird. Let's give that a try. Man, it was working fine earlier. I'm sad about this. There's just something wrong with the there's something wrong with that Phoenix connector. I'm gonna have to dismantle everything and examine it, which sucks. At least now I know what was always causing that, and it's not this, it's not these. Oh. It's truly got a mind of its own right now. I'm not even touching it, so I don't understand what's happening. At any rate, the daisy chain is coming through. Every content creator gets just dick after dick after dick after dick after dick after dick after dick. Dick after dick after dick. Just dick after dick after dick. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, I'll switch it to something that has audio on both channels, so we don't feel like we're deaf in one ear. So beyond this, what does this mean? So this has a lot of flexibility. The way that this is now, I'll have to run this box on one of these. An Ethernet cable will have to go to that one, and then the serial cables will have to go to any of the other switchers on other towers. It's a little bit unwieldy. I'd like to minimize the number of cables that are going between the towers. So I was thinking it through, and I think there's some possibilities, some alternatives. As it turns out, that box is pretty cheap. So I might be able to get one just for every tower. Now, then I'll still have to run an Ethernet cable to every tower. But with Ethernet cables, you have more options. But I could do better than that. It might be possible to get some sort of a wireless doodad. I haven't looked into it, but there must be something that you can, like a wireless sort of adapter that you can essentially convert an Ethernet port to wireless. There must be something like that. So then what I was thinking is every tower could have its own networking box. So each of the matrices could have its own switcheroony. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages, right? Because if I have to daisy chain through anyway, which I do because I need to get to the capture device, unless I get another fucking retro tank. But then, at any rate, I'm still going to, at a minimum, have an HDMI cable coming out, or an RGB, like an HDMI coming out of each of them, or an HDMI coming out of one, and an RGB cable going across to the main tower. So, but if they're all in the same box, then you can send all commands through to all of the matrices or matrices via one web page, right? Whereas if I was running separate boxes for each one would have to have its own web page. But then I had this thing that I kind of got obsessed with, and it made me a little late, actually. Because I was playing around with this. What I realized is you can probably send the commands from just anywhere on the network. And they don't have to be from the web page on the device itself. Right? Yeah. Now, I haven't done it well. I have to look into... because this is like cross-site param stuff. Like, it's trying to block this. But it works anyway. Because look. This was working when I was testing this earlier, just before I went live. I'm mad. Now, it's just throwing errors left and right, but it still works. So all I'd want to do is, like, suppress the errors. But this means that I could run, like, a little Raspberry Pi with a web server on or something, throw this on that, fuck putting any fucking files on that, and then organize it however I want, regardless of how many switchers are in or what other devices are involved. Right? Yeah, well, I do like to try to run error-free, you know? These are the actual commands here, or basically So this is the address. Oh, you probably can't read this. Let me blow this up so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the deal. I just whipped this up really quickly before I went live. This is the errors I was talking about. But this right here is basically the URL. This is the URL to the box. It's 101 on my network, right? So this plus this switches to the Nintendo profile. So this is the name of the serial port on the box. And then this, so this is RS-232. I'm not sure what the W stands for. And then 01 is, basically it's port 01. So if I had 4 Extron matrix cross points hooked up to this with 4 different serial cables, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, and then that just loads that profile saved on that matrix. Okay. So if each one had its own box, then it would pretty much look the same as this, except for switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4. And then this stuff would all basically be the same as this. 1 through 12 for the profiles. Right? So yeah, I could run a completely independent web server, fire these commands into the thing. I just have a little bit of jQuery and a function here that just says, you know, on click, it sends the profile through, builds the URL, and then does a get, which ultimately fails, but it doesn't fail enough to prevent it from working, as we know. And then adding more is as easy as, here, this can be smaller. You know, just blip. What all have I got? Here, let's do this. I can add all of my profiles like really quickly and easily. Nintendo, Wii, Super Nintendo, N64. And then what? How does it go? I don't remember the fucking order. It's all right here. Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Genesis, GameCube, Genesis. Now I have my styles in a separate file, but they're not really important right now. So what I was thinking though is I could turn this into basically a one file thing. The logos could all be SVGs. If I want to style them with special colors or something like that, I could just do that with CSS. And the CSS and the JavaScript could just be right in this page too, because it doesn't need to be very big. Right? So if you wanted to use this, you could still use it in a on the box way. And I was thinking you could do like you could do some simple JSON configuration type stuff. Like you just have an area at the top where you just define a JSON configuration and then you just parse it, and that could define your layout. So like you could map these, and then you could just have these called like a keyword. Nintendo or NES or something like that, and then it just checks like what's the profile. And then, you know, blips the right thing, runs the right Oh, is someone complaining? Yeah, sure, whatever. I did what I know I can do quickly. That's what I did here. Vanilla is definitely like jQuery is going out, so I get that. But it's absolutely, honestly, this thing is so tiny that size isn't really a concern if that's what you're thinking about. Like, who cares? I'm loading jQuery, it's minified, it doesn't matter. You're not going to notice at all. So MVS, and then daisy chain. But yeah, it's all very, very easily doable with just vanilla JavaScript as well. I was just trying to get something up and going as quick as I could. 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. So save that. There's all my profiles. Nintendo. Wii, which is not set up. Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, which is components, so you're not going to see it. Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast is not on. Xbox is not on. PS2 is on that. MVS. And Daisy Chain. It's that easy. So I could run this on a web server anywhere on my local network and control the retro towers just as easy as that. And if we wanted to do something... Oh, is that why? Yeah, I was going to look into that. I just hadn't yet. I assume that there's probably some way I can suppress it. I don't think that it matters terribly much, but I don't love having an error of any kind firing off all the time while it doesn't need to be. Because obviously the GET request is succeeding fine. I'll go ahead and say right now, I hardly know JavaScript. If anybody has a suggestion of how I could just make some tweaks to make it better, feel free to hit me up. Probably in the Discord, because, you know, that'll just be easier for communicating on such things, but... Yeah, exactly. Like, a future browser update could kill this the way I've done this, so it would be good to make it not like that. But the point is that there's no refreshing or anything like that. Like, on this, these are just href links, so every time you click it, the whole page has to reload, right? And I was thinking, like, I don't know what these boxes are running. I don't know what the web server is. I don't know what capabilities it has. I don't know if it has an API. There's a manual. I didn't really understand it. By the way, I could share that out, and if there's anybody who's more technical than I am who can figure it out, there may be more possibilities, other types of controls that could be taken advantage of here other than just loading profiles. Obviously, for this purpose, loading profiles is the most useful thing, but there's absolutely more that can be done, I think. Now, I don't have like a technical manual that explains like what the heck is running on this fucker, but if you want to try to look it up yourself, the particular box that I'm using here that Craig had sent is an IPL-S, so IPL space S space T4, or I may have that backwards. Yeah. IPL space T space S4. And the one that has all the commands is called the user guide, and that's important. Not the setup guide, that's a different guide. It's much shorter and doesn't have the commands in it. You might not be able to get the manuals off of Xtron, I'm not sure, because they put a lot of stuff behind lock and key. I've tried to get them to give me an account, and I haven't got a response yet. But I don't think they're big fans of hobbyists. Let me take a look. Is this the one? User's manual, yeah, you got it. User's manual, and then down, 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 deeply down. This is definitely the one, because it's way longer than the one that came with the box. Configuration. Jesus Christ. Chapter 4. That's the one. Communication and control. I believe that this... Yeah, because this talks about the web browser and telnet and yada yada, all that. So this explains, like, how you can craft commands and such. It's beyond me. It's pretty fucking complicated, but it's there. Flash? Yeah, it doesn't say what web server it is, so I don't know, like, that it must not be able to run anything else. Because I was kind of hoping maybe, I don't know. But it can do JavaScript, which is pretty big. Like, you can do a lot with just JavaScript. So, but yeah, I like the idea of being able to write my own thing. I can support any devices that I want. The daisy chain is really not even a concern, because if I got another box and I just hooked it up to this one, I could just add more buttons, skip the daisy chain thing, and just make it part of the command. Like, it's probably possible to extend this to include commands to 2 devices at once, right? I don't know, but there's probably a syntax for that I'm just not familiar with yet. Like, I haven't had time to sit and analyze that section of the manual. Oh, what? You can... Oh, yes, I have done that. It sucks. That is it's an Extron application, web application that runs on ActiveX. I did check it out. It's currently on. It's currently on there. It wipes away the web page that's on it already, and you can only really browse it in like IE 11. Every other browser will say, "Fuck you." ActiveX has been dead and buried for some time. So, yeah. So there's that. It's not very useful. It does show like really interesting controls. Like, it lets you control the volume for profiles, and you can change the size of video, the video that's being sent through, like the H and the V. Like, there's a lot of weird little tweaks you can do that were very surprising to see. But to be honest, I'm probably going to reset the box back to factory defaults just to get the basic configuration page back on it, because I liked that way better. But yeah, this is already very, very powerful without necessarily needing to anything else other than just like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. The door is open to do many, many very cool things already. Right, yeah. The great thing about this stuff is a lot of it's still in use, so they still support everything. Sort of. They depreciate devices, but like all the software and everything has to still sort of be interoperable across like decades. So, because a lot of them are still running the ActiveX shit, and a lot of them are still running Flash interfaces for like touchscreens and garbage, which could be done way easier and better these days with like CSS and JavaScript, but Gatling, I don't remember if I thanked you for the 10 gift subs, but thank you, my friend. So yeah, if we wanted to do something like the suggestion of a randomizer that's controlled by bits and subs and stuff, all we have to do is set up an API with my channel to listen for bits, tips, well, not tips, but bits and subs, and then have it randomly pick a profile and switch to it. That's all it would take, and you could randomly switch between consoles. Easy as that. Yeah, I would have to switch controllers a lot. Who's that with their head in a trash bag? Huh? Mr. Man? Mr. Head in a trash bag? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Can't put your head in a trash bag. Oh. Yeah, the universal controller is not going to happen. But I mean, this would be something I think would make sense to do on like a limited basis, right? Like maybe 2 consoles. maybe two similar games, right? And it switches between them based off of just bits and subs or something. And then I only have to switch between 2 controllers. Or maybe we could do up to 3. I don't know. Like, how's that for a Zelda randomizer, right? Run the original on the NES, A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, and then Zelda 64 all at once. You keep having to switch between games, and you're not allowed to pause. Because you could quietly pause and then set the controller down, right? No pausing. You just have to switch controllers immediately. That's the rule. That would be something that would be much more doable on emulator. The only unique factor with me is that all of this is real consoles, not an emulator. That's what makes this wild. But yeah, I love this. And big thanks to Craig for setting me on this path. I didn't think it was possible because I have the older Extron switches, so yeah. Also, the fucking Retro Tank is so much... Like, it handles all this shit, and I never have, like, an audio desync issue like I did with other setups, because I'm using the Vision RGB, so it has to have a separate audio capture device paired with it. And I had issues where, like, there would be audio desync because the video would desync when you would switch like to 480i and back to 240p or something like that, or if you switch consoles, and so you'd have to refresh the capture card to resync the audio and video. But the RetroTink doesn't drop sync, so even when I'm doing this, like, all of this just sort of magically came together perfectly for this to happen. That's how crazy this shit is. Like, this couldn't have basically worked before this setup now. Yeah. Way easier with emulators because you can just tell the emulator... You basically just tell the emulator to save state and then switch ROM, load state. And you're already going to be using the same controller regardless, so you don't even have to worry about that. But yeah, I mean, like, this is just cool for my setup, that's all. It doesn't really change anything for the stream or anything like that. If you're into this stuff, it's then, you know, you can check this out. It'd be good for your setup. I think it's cool to show stream. And if we come up with stuff that we could use this for, then yeah. All component on one and all SCART on the other. And a wireless link? Is there a wireless component? There's wireless SCART? I didn't know this. I mean, I don't necessarily need to have all component, all SCART on one or the other because the outputs are independent. I could do BNC to SCART wireless, and then wireless to BNC SCART, or SCART wireless SCART to BNC on the input, and then yeah, wireless. Oh, fewer. Well, right. Yeah. Yeah, basically, I wouldn't have to run the daisy chain cable across. I could wireless the daisy chain, is what you're saying. Ooh, a single shot Wi-Fi device. Yeah, that would be sick, because then I don't have to have Ethernet cable, and arguably I could get more of those boxes and not have to do the serial cables either. Which would be great. Because, yeah, I could just have other addresses. I could have 102, and I could still have it all in one web page. You know? Easy, easy, easy peasy. Let me take a look at this here. Wireless Wi-Fi bridge dongle. USB powered. Yeah. That might be the ticket. It doesn't need to be crazy either because, oh, they even do 2-packs. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it doesn't need to be like crazy or anything because it's just very simple, like very small data. Very, very, very small data. Especially if I'm running the web server on some other device. Can you tile the game input? I mean, I would be able to if I put video. So they're 12 by 8, so I can do 8 outputs at once. So I could do 8 televisions, but it doesn't have any functionality for doing like stitching a picture across multiple displays. Extron did make boxes for that though. So if you ever went into a store or something and they like I went to a Fry's that had this where they had like a matrix of CRTs mounted to the ceiling and it just made this huge giant picture and then it was stitched across all the displays. That would have been, you know, some sort of matrix like this. And then actually you don't even need the matrix for that. You would just have a single device that handles a bunch of outputs. And it just takes like one signal in and then just cuts it up and spreads it across a bunch of screens. Hey, Paint. Thank you for 92 months. And Jim the City, thank you for 26 months. I feel like I'm forgetting. I already thanked Jim. Crazy. Yeah, honestly, old Extron hardware and other similar companies, like the stuff is wild what it can do. If you're okay with messing around with like analog shit and CRTs and whatnot. I mean, you could do more. You could do stuff with like if you have monitors that support VGA, you could still fucking play around with this shit because you can BNC to VGA. You can send VGA signals through this and no problem. RGB SV, right? Or whatever. You just need the right cables, and you could probably even convert to HDMI, which is not what I'm doing. The RetroTink is a scaler, so that's a different thing. But you could certainly convert these signals. You'd have to have a converter box of some kind. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. I had looked into the possibility of like, could something like this be like a crazy camera setup? Like, could I find a bunch of cheap cameras and then like HDMI to SDI, or I wonder if it's even possible to just go to RGB, because if you go to RGB, you'll probably degrade the quality significantly, but I think RGB supports up to 1080i. No, this wasn't the something new. I think the something new is going to get pushed off. I actually, oh man, it's so late already. I got a little gun invite. I think I blew it. I would only be able to get in for like one game. Yeah, it's my birthday. It is my birthday. But yeah, the other thing about this that would be a big improvement is that if you just like, if the game logos were all SVGs and you just rolled it all into one thing, and you did vanilla JavaScript, you could ditch the jQuery call-in, and then you just put your styles inline as well. Well, not inline, but like, you know, put them in the page. You could have a one-page upload. Because one of the things that sucks with the way you get files on that thing, it's not running FTP or anything like that. So I think there's a possible way with some different Extron devices where you can FTP stuff up. But the only way to get shit on this that I know of is the web page and the file manager, which means uploading each thing one by one. So for this, I had to upload the web page, and then I had to make a directory, and then I had to upload each logo to the thing one by one, and then done. So that sucked. I didn't like that at all. I'd rather it just be all one page. I could just upload one thing, and then all the logos are just SVGs. I could just color them with CSS and call it a day. That way, if I need to like reset that to factory settings or something, I don't have to go through the whole rigmarole all over again to load all those files back on there. Yeah, this shit rocks, and I am exceedingly happy with it. Yeah, absolutely incredibly worth it. Well, the daisy chain would go away if I learn some way to switch not just profiles, but also ports. So then this would become Famicom. And so all 20 consoles or whatever will just, bang, be right there. Now at the moment, this is cheating because I just have the profile set on this one, and I'm just switching to the daisy chain profile over here. So it's not actually changing anything on that one. That one's not even hooked up serially to the box yet. So that would be hard. So that is another thing I was wanting to figure out, possibly, is some way to track state. Yeah, like you could smash the PNGs to base 64 and then paste that in, but yeah, it's not fun to manage. I mean, we could just have JavaScript build this whole page. You could have a sort of config area where you define all those images, and then it just builds all the buttons and stuff. So it's just in one area. It's all grouped together, and you could change that stuff easily. I think SVGs would just be possibly better. I'm not sure, but SVGs, you can smash them down too, and you can optimize SVGs. And I think they would just be shorter, which would be easier to manage. But I was basically thinking that same thing. It's just like base 64, blip them in. And then they're just built into the page. You don't have to have a separate directory or anything like that, which would be great. Yeah. Well, so one advantage, yeah, from off, yes, that would be problematic. You could do like a brittle state where it doesn't know if you've changed it manually. It doesn't know that, and it doesn't know when you start it up. But after you've clicked on something, it could maintain that state from then on and change it when you change. And then, as long as it's up and it hasn't been turned off, you could keep that. But that has a lot of probability of being able to fall out of sync with what's actually reality. Well, exactly, Grid. That's what I meant by like chaining the commands. I just don't know the syntax. I don't know if it's like this. So like com2 profile 1, and that does it. I mean, I don't have anything set up for that right now. Well, that still worked somehow. I feel like that shouldn't have worked. I saved the page, right? Yeah. R1. Why is this first one RS? That's weird and confusing. So it's not hooked up anyway, so this can't possibly work. It must just be reading this and then just ignoring that. I don't know what the period means. I don't know if it just stops reading the command at the period. That could be, since that just happened to work, even though it didn't seem like it should. What's the logic then? What would the No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Are you sure, Ipod, that it wouldn't just be... that it wouldn't be pipe 1? RS pipe 1? Like I had it? No, I know. That's why I have this here. So right now it's port, pipe, profile. So port 1, profile 1. Port 2, or sorry, port 1, profile 2, etc. I feel like if I were to chain another, where I have to specify the port, yeah, it would be WO2RS pipe profile 1, 2, 3, etc. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. I'm probably gonna get another box. I'm probably gonna get those wireless dongles, and I'm probably gonna. I think I have a Pi, or maybe I'll see if I can get a Pi. Although I think they kind of got fucked, right? Is it still impossible to get a Pi? But I'm probably gonna set up my own little like switcher server thing. It doesn't need to be like the most powerful Pi. It can be shit Pi. But yeah, it is almost dinner time. Oh shit. Maybe I'll go over there this weekend. If it's still there. When we were there, I was like, this is where Delaroth got that little fucking USB doodad that's in my computer. I brought it home. It's back to its home. Oh shit, yeah, I could buy it online and then pick it up, huh? Actually, do they ship? I could just fucking buy it and have them ship it to me. Not go anywhere. Oh, they don't usually ship from in-store? Okay. But I could reserve it. I'm sure someone's already... like, he will not have this pie. W delimiter port number 2, command RS delimiter 1. There's no... oh, I guess the delimiter is 0? And then port number. That's very confusing. Pipe is the delimiter. That's okay. Well, then I don't... because the format that I have here doesn't have a delimiter after W. Like, there's nothing between the port number and W. The command is not before RS. The delimiter is after RS. And then the last number is a profile number. So 0 is the delimiter between W and the port number. And it doesn't use a delimiter between commands. RS is the command. Thank you, Lot Norm. And thank you for the 5 gift subs. Very much appreciated. And 1 is the payload, right? That's the profile. So what's the full stop? Is that like the end of the command? So are you telling me... oh, 1 period. Wait, so are you saying that I basically just guessed the correct syntax sans the period? So it would be... I essentially guessed it, but I had taken the period off the end. So to load the Famicom, which is on profile 1, port 2, it would look like this, right? period means recall profile. Wild. Okay. The example has 1. Sure. You're saying without the period. I got you. Oh, it has 1 bang. It's weird. It's working without 1 bang. Boop. This just goes to show that that documentation is something. It's truly something. I hope this was interesting for you all, though, at least. This isn't what I was necessarily planning on doing all night, but here we are. Print the routings to output 1. Oh, how interesting. I wonder if I could actually get that back. I don't think that the way that I'm doing this, you can return data like that, can you? I don't really know what get does. I'm just guessing here. Does nothing. Doesn't do anything. In fact, we don't ever even get our successfully thing because it fails before it gets to that, even though the command works. Should fix that.
Metal slug.
Probably missed something, JavaScript method.
Thank you.
Sorry, this attract mode is pretty annoying to listen to. The softest thing to listen to that I have on right now is the Super Nintendo. Or maybe maybe this would be fine. Saturn, are you okay? Oh yeah, it's okay. Ah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm... Me and IDEs, we don't get along very well. Because I fat finger stuff too much, and then all the automatic helpful stuff gets in my fucking way, basically. Okay, so switch profile. Oh, you do a fetch and then response. Nice. Let's give that a try. Nintendo. HTTP error 0. Huh. Still works. Assuming this is up to date, it should be. I'm just doing a live server. Oh, that's code injected by the live server. Yeah. This is running your code. 0 errors, yeah. Yeah. It's not a real web server. I'm running live server on VS Code or whatever. This doodad. So that's probably why. I don't know what I would run. I suppose I could just do like a simple like default Nginx and then just slap this file in public and then we live, baby. Right? I don't know if there's a test server that emulates more realistic behavior. I just wanted something like, I want to do things now. You know what I'm saying? Response state is 0. Yeah, I don't know if it would actually send a response. An interesting thing that it has is there's server-side injection like codes that you can do if I think that web page has to be running on that. Oh, just acting on it? Yeah, maybe. But basically, you can make a web page that outputs whatever information about what it can see, which is these same commands that we've been looking at, essentially. But it's probably, I would say it's unlikely that we can get any information out of it. Because I think that it's as simple as it can be, and I don't think that it was designed for this particular kind of usage. If anybody thinks of anything, let me know. But I have a feeling that we just don't have the necessary, like, there's not like an API we can query or something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna wrap up, but thank you for all the birthday bits and subs and the gifts on Throne and stuff. I appreciate you. It's real nice. I feel it was a happy birthday. And this stuff is fun. I'm looking forward to doing more of this shit with you guys in the future. So yeah, the retro's coming together. I think the next big thing on my agenda is I want to get the next tower built. I actually I put together a document for anybody interested. It's pinned in the Retro Babble channel, but I can slap it in here too. Which is basically some documentation about what's up with the retro setup. Just like each console, each tower, what things are in need of doing. The biggest problems right now are like the disk system doesn't want to read disks. I have to do the fucking tuning in thing. CDI doesn't read disks anymore and needs an RGB mod. 3DO needs an RGB mod, which apparently is sold out because of supply chain issues. They don't have components, I guess. Atari needs an RGB mod. And then I put links and stuff in of like, if there's anybody else out there doing their own retro shit, maybe you can use this for a reference if you have some consoles you want to do and you don't know. I'll like try to add more information. Like I'll have to figure out. I had the NES mod done by somebody and I don't remember what the mod was or who did it. I probably have emails from way back in the day when I got that done. I could put the information of what mod it is in here. Stuff like that. So maybe it'll be useful to others as well. Or if anybody wants to try to help make some of this stuff happen, you can hit me up as well. We can figure it out. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for... Oh, yeah, the Echo. Yep. I think that's for the outputting the data if it's running on the web server that's on the box, but I doubt we could get data across like through a request or anything like that. I doubt that it would give it to us. Unless you can put those commands in the param, in which case... Maybe? I have big doubts. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next stream. Thank you all again very much. I appreciate you all. I will see you next time.